Hi everybody, my name is Adrienn Light and welcome here on my channel. I needed to start another session because the other one didn't work, so sorry for the delay. I wanted to do this video for a while and I was planning to do it and I just felt ready to do it for doing it. So yesterday, when I was meditating, after it came to me that I have to do this video and share with you all the informations about the light body activations, about the retreat, what it's all about, what we are doing there, and I want to share also with you my upgrades that I received in 2021 and in terms of how will change a little bit the retreat, what I will host in October. When you get your light body, it doesn't mean that you are already finished and this is the top of everything. You are changing continuously and upgrading your being, your vehicle from where you are connected here to this realm. And yes, with the time, it's always developing and you or me getting new things how to work with it. And yes, a lot of things changed in me and around me in this year. So yes, I want to share with you and yes, I want to speak about all of this. Who doesn't know me? My name is Adrienn Light, and I had a spontaneously transformation in 2016 when I experienced how my three-dimensional body was changed to a light body. It wasn't planned. It wasn't something what I wanted to achieve or wanted to do. And at that moment, I didn't know that what is light body or does it exist or what it's all about. Um, with After this transformation, my whole life changed, and all this being who is here is just transformed, and the whole system of my body and me is changed. And yes, I just want to share with you some of the details about it. I don't want to enter again to this what is light body and what you are getting through it. Also, I want to mention, and it's always so important at the beginning of my conferences or when I connect with you. Um, my guides always saying to me, source energy, always saying to me to say that it's not something what I have and you don't have, and I'm more than you, and it's not something what you have to achieve egoically, like a medal or like achieve something. What you have to understand, we all have multidimensional beings. Everybody is, and everybody comes from the same place called source energy, from this divine light. Everybody. And then when you connect to someone, there are different levels, different stages of the person, and each person has different consciousness and different frequency of being in different dimensions, in different realities. And there, when you own your three-dimensional body and you're conscious about it, and you are in that consciousness, it doesn't mean that you don't have a light body and it doesn't exist. It's also there. The thing is that you are not conscious about it. You are not tapping into that body, to that consciousness, and you are not living your life through it. So it's not something what miracle has to happen to receive it. Everybody has it. and everybody own it. The thing is that not everybody gets at the same time, arrives there at the same time. So yes, lots of beings live their all lives three-dimensional in a three-dimensional body, and then through lives and lives and lives be in the three-dimensional body, and others are arrive the stage consciously, the soul, the spirit arrive the state consciously to do this switch and change the three-dimensional body to a light body. Actually, when I got my light body, I received a very big alignment, or yes, relief. I've started to feel so limited in my three-dimensional body, and I just couldn't fit in there anymore. And also what happened in this in my case, but it's not every time happens, so it's not the case with every situation. And actually that was the only situation what I experienced through my experience. When I'm working with other beings, it's not happening. But in my case, what happened that also my soul, who was connected to that three-dimensional body, was liberated at that time, and I experienced a change. um, so it's so interesting. The box, what you have here in this reality, it's remaining, but with what you fill up, this box is changed completely. So I mean, yes, my place here is stayed here. I mean, I have the same name. I have the aspect of my being is similar with what I had. I have the surroundings of me the same, but also it's just a box. The feeling how which energy and which frequency filled up this environment around me, it's also changed. And I know that what I'm saying now is just you just don't know what I'm speaking, and you just don't understand. You will understand it one day when you experience it. You have to experience it to can understand it. Well, you have to know that apart that this field where we are here is just an illusion. That in this field there is different boxes, lines, and you can fill up these boxes with different information. And let's say exact exact explanation about it. For example, in my case, we are speaking about me as a person, as an identity here in this field. So it stayed. My name stayed. My papers, my place stayed. But with what I'm feeling in this being is different. And then later, how I will live my life is also changed. And also my family members. I have the same husband, I have the same kids, but how they resonate and how they vibrate and how they behave, it's changed 100%. And yeah, this is also shows that how what you are experiencing here is just an illusion. And sometimes you have to through your mind and just accept all these incredible mind-blowing things to can receive the reality, or what is beyond of this reality, what you call reality here. And yes, so what is all about the retreat and what we are doing there? Actually, when I had my transformation, I started to grant this new being, because it took a long time, a long period of time. So it's not just one day to another until you can really adjust in this new form and stabilize and grant all these new energies. And this is so important, and this is one of the key of this transformation, of this enlightenment, of this experience. uh, some beings and lots of beings experience a kind of awakening, but then they cannot hold it. Uh, it is just gone, and they cannot stabilize this energy here and spread it, expand it here in this field. And then you can experience it through different examples. Some persons starting to go back to the old habits, to the old body, because it's stable, it's already stabilized, grounded, and the other is just floating here and coming and going, and the being cannot put in, you cannot stabilize in the new form. And other situations what I experienced, that the being is just put there in this new being, but as it's not grounded enough, it's not stabilized enough, the person starting to go a little bit mad. No, mad, yeah, maybe mad. I don't know that this is the good word of it. um, Starting to get crazy, and cannot handle properly these new energies and this awakening, cannot adjust this energy to this field. And then the being is living in there, in other frequencies. Oh yes, still the body is here, so the form is here, cannot put it in here, and cannot stabilize here in this field. And yes, you can work and live properly. It's so important to stabilize your energies uh, in any in any dimensions and any frequencies. Uh, During the days, you can tap into different frequencies, and it's so common. It happens with everybody, and it's so important to maintain your energies and your frequencies, no matter um, what reality you're entering. And um, and this is one of the key points. So it took me more or less 2 years until I stabilized these energies, and I understood with my conscious mind what happened with me. Because these things is just so mind blowing that at the first sight it's just your physical mind, your conscious mind just cannot cap, you cannot catch all these informations and all these energies, and it needed time until everything is just laid down and stabilized. What I was experiencing during years since I was born, I had a lot of experiences when I had a period of time when I wasn't present in the physical body, and I wanted to enter to my physical body, but I couldn't. And also I experienced at that time, okay, it was way before the transformation. I experienced how other entities is entering and using my physical body, and I was just there and couldn't enter. I wanted but couldn't enter, and I had to wait until it finished, this process, and then I could come back and continue life. I really didn't like this period of times when it happened, and now I know that why all these things happen. And why it's so important to stabilize your energies and your light in all situations, in all frequencies, in all dimensions. And Other thing, and this is after my transformation. So after my transformation, I didn't experience it anymore. That I'm out from my body, I want to enter, and other entities enter to my body. It didn't happen anymore. But yes, I experienced a kind of experience when I wanted to be grounded. I wanted to be here, but I couldn't. I felt that I am just there out from this reality, and I cannot be part of this reality. It was so strange, and even I didn't like it because it's so difficult to live your daily life being in this situation. So again, when I had that days, I had to wait until finish, and then I could come back again. And then when this library and all this field, what I own, stabilized, I had to work a lot on it. And I could expand my light in all different stages and dimensions. And then after these experiences disappeared, and I don't have anymore. So I can tap in to different frequencies, to different realities very quickly, and I can be on that state presence 100%. I don't have these experiences when I'm in between state. Uh, but yes, this is the one reason why it's important to stabilize yourself and your energies. Okay, I will speak about my upgrades, what I received later, but first I want to share a little bit what it's all about, the light body activation retreat. So after when I stabilize this new body, this new energy, I started to receive messages that I have to work or assist in light body activations as a channel, as a medium, and hold the space through my energies to to this transformation can happen in other beings who are ready for this switch. So I was guided to do these transformations in presence. And at the beginning I didn't understand why. I said, okay, I can do it in distance, just working with energies. And then I hosted a few retreats, and then I understood why. When I received this message, then I created a retreat when I can be in presence with the beings who want to come, and then I assist them in this transformation. But tell you the truth that as this idea or this thing, it didn't came from me. So it wasn't something that I was thinking that, okay, I will do this and that, and I will do this way and that way. It was something what I was led, I was guided, and I was asked to do it. So the only information what I got, I saw how I will do all this transformation, but I didn't know what I will do during the 7 days retreat with the participants, and I always received the answer, "Don't worry, you will know it. You will know it." Um, and then before the first retreat, what I hosted, I was big before the retreat, and I didn't have any plan what I will speak, what we will do day by day, and how it will all about. And then I received the guidance that I don't have to shadow, I don't have to know what to do. I just have to hold the space, be there, and then source will work through me, and it will happen automatically. And then we started the retreat, and me there also as a participant, because You believe me or not, I'm a same participant there as you. Um, so I at all knew what will happen in every retreat, and I don't know beforehand. And when I'm in a retreat, I am just saying, wow, 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 it's just a miracle. I don't believe it. And after the retreat, I just feel so much blessing, so much gratitude. And it's a very big bliss what came through. Um, and and all the retreat, what I'm doing, the meditations, the activations, it's just coming directly from the source, and that's why how it turns every retreat different, and um, and the sessions and the curve of the flow of every retreat is just incredible and amazing, and amaze me myself as Adrienne, also what's happening there. So last year I hosted two retreats. One was in July, another in November, and both retreats was so different, so different. We call the same, so they are light body activations retreat, but the feeling up it's different. So it's like a different retreat. It was so special and so incredible, both experience, and I'm just so grateful to can experience these transformations. What is going through there? So basically, all every retreat is what you can accept. We are doing lots of meditations, and we have some yoga. Why it's important to do some movement, some yoga? It's because you need to ground these energies. So it's so important that we are working up, but it's so important at the same time working down. So every time when we achieve something, you have to take it down and you have to stabilize here in this field. And as I noted, it's so important. So we put so much attention to it on the retreat. Um, at the beginning, it's so interesting for the participants that they are experiencing a whole new self of themselves, of self, what they didn't experience before. And when they go back to their normal life, sometimes it makes difficulty to have to take this new being to their old life. uh, so yes, we are doing lots of meditations also with the retreat. It counts that we are doing fast, and it varies with every person. So it's so flexible, but the most of the and in every retreat it's also changing. So at the retreat what I hosted in July, we did 3 days of water fast. Some persons did dry fast. I don't remember the days, 3 or 4 day, I'm not sure. uh, and somebody hold the whole week on liquids or on water, and others didn't do the 3 days water fast. So if I see that the person, the being needs to include some fruits, some smoothie, or some solid foods, it's so flexible. So I then, at this case, we are doing it. So yes, we had some persons who needed it. And I also want to say to you, it's not says that if you are introducing food or some smoothies and you cannot hold a 3 days water fast, it means that you are lower spiritually or not that developed. It's not the case. I always saying when I'm speaking about the pranic lifestyle, life without food, that food won't survive you, and a fruit-free lifestyle either. So there are persons who are not eating, and they are not spiritually connected. There are persons who are not eating and they have diseases. And there are persons who are not eating and they are dying from diseases, from illness. So it's, although you are not eating, it not means that okay, then you arrive to the source consciousness, to God, and then you are living forever. You know everything. You are the creator. You are God, and nothing can happen with you. And at the same, when you think that you have to eat healthy food to be healthy, to have a longer life, and then you see persons who are eating healthy and they are dying from disease or they are getting ill, or they are struggling or they are not vibrating, although they are just beyond the fruitarian diet, for example, and you just feel that they not in equilibrium, they're not in balance. So food is just a tiny little piece of the whole picture, and not the food which is determines you. Uh, you are more bigger and way more important and way more powerful than food is. Uh, Sometimes food seems a so big thing. A lot of people put a lot of attention to it, but actually it's something in the background, and it's not what determines you. It's more about ego thing, and that you think and that if you are achieving a food-free lifestyle, then you are God, or you are the most spiritual master, or if you are eating healthy diet, then it doesn't matter what's in your soul, what's in your emotional body, you are survived, you are healthy. uh, it's just all ego thing, that you think that you want to achieve something. Until you want to achieve something and until you want to separate yourself from something, then it holds you back, and keeps you in a kind of illusion. You don't have to separate yourself from anything. So yes, go back to the light body activation retreat. uh, and yes, I, when I connect to someone, I feel the energy and feel the state of spiritual development, what owns consciously the being. And I can say to you that although somebody doesn't can keep the 3 days water fast, it doesn't mean that that being spiritual not advanced. And especially in that case, that person was so advanced spiritually, and and then who can hold, for example, 1 week on water, then it means that that person spiritually is so advanced, and it's not the case. So you don't have to feel yourself bad if you have to ingest food. I just wanted to say that it's so free regardless. And at the retreat in November, there the whole week we maintained without any food, any fruit, and anything. The whole retreat was on water. So every retreat is different, and every experience is different. It's so open. And lots of times I'm getting the answer that this retreat it's a pranic initiations Who doesn't know what is pranic initiation? I mean, there is two definitions what people use and what is in my interpretation. For my interpretation, the pranic state is the same as when you have a light body and you owning a light body and how you experience life through it. But the people say that pranic means that you don't eat and you are not eating and you maintain yourself from energy or from breath, from air, breathing, energize your body, and things like this. Pranic state for me, it's when you're tapping into the wholeness, the completeness, and you are in evidence in all aspects of life. And it's not just the pranic state for me. It's not determinized food. It's a whole. When you tap into that consciousness, when you are independent in all aspects, in all way, and it doesn't say that you don't use or you don't consume anything. It's although you are spiritually awakened, for example, and you can travel either dimensions, it not means that you close yourself in a room and you are living your life in a room meditating. You are expanding in this reality and enjoying this reality and recognizing your life through everything what you can find here. So you're not separating yourself from your environment. And also, when you are in the pranic state, you are one with everything, and you are in fullness. You are in wholeness, and you don't need to separate yourself also from food. When you are in this reality, and yes, we are in this reality, you can find evidence in everything, in everything. So and how lifting up the frequency of this field, you can find more and more evidence in this field. So if you go to a supermarket, there are a bunch of things and you can find evidence. You can find restaurants on every corner, so you don't have to starve and find food, walking during days to find some food. It's so easy to go and shop a wide range of fruits, different colors, different tastes, and just grab that and buy it and take to your home. So you don't have to wait until the tree gets the fruit and then walk a lot and find a tree. You can find everything easily, and it's so easy to access. um, and it's a variety of colors of light how manifests source here and through this light, and you are living this life, you are expanding through these connections. So you are you are speaking with persons, with other friends, you are socializing, you are uh, biking, swimming, do different activities, you are tasting different flavors, you are smelling different smell. With all of your sense, let enter this frequency and these energies to your being. So, but although what changed is that you are not in the needness. So if you are on a state of without consuming anything from this field, you are feeling full yourself already. You don't need to do it. You can do it if you want it. It's, for example, if I want, I can hear music. But if I'm not hearing music, I'm okay too. It's not something what I have to do. But for example, if it's pleasurable, if I'm enjoying some kind of song, some kind of music, then I'm listening it, and it's okay. Um this is very similar of this. So, um, and also what I wanted to show you, and yes, make you understand it's more important the spiritual growing, and have to arrive and go back to this source connection than concentrating to food, and isolating yourself from food, forcing it. It's always like a play. So if you are hold something here in this dimension, you cannot go that much up, and it's always going together. You have to expand here, and then you can go up more there, expand more here, and you can go up more there, and it's always going together. So if you are holding here and forcing something here and go against the life, what it's here, then you are limiting yourself, and you are in a kind of illusion, which is also limiting your spiritual awakening and to expand your consciousness on higher dimensions, on higher states. You are holding, you are contract, and you're not expanding. And the thing is, free yourself, be a free being without holding, without contracting, and just experience, just be. Also, when you want to force and remain yourself on a food free state, it's limiting yourself, and you put so much attention to food. Um, and also, you have these programizations in your mind that food is bad. Actually, there is no bad. And you have this programmation in your mind that food is dirty. And until you are here in this realm and you feel dirty, your environment, then you cannot realize, you cannot awaken your light here and through the light around you, in and around you. So if you are in a kind of environment but you feel dirty, automatically you close yourself and you contract yourself, and you're just waiting to go leave from here. But if you realize what I thought that is dirty, it was just an illusion. And if I'm seeing from other level, from other layer, it's pure light. And this is the beautiful in this reality, that here in this realm, everything is neutral, and everything is just an illusion, and everything is a multidimensional being. So it's not just you who is a multidimensional being, it's also all the objects, all the food and everything. And all the food also has a different range of consciousness, different range of being. So you can find the frequency of a kind of food, and the food is also just a empty box. And with what energies you are filling up the food, it depends of your energies, what where you are, how you are vibrating, in what range you are vibrating, and this is how you fill up your reality. So yes, you can fill up, and you can connect to this dirtiness of food, and this is how you will experience the effect on your body and the reality and everything. And also you can tap into a reality or see where food is just an empty thing, just an illusion, just an energy, nothing more. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just there. And also you can tap in where food is just disappears itself, and it's just an illusion. It's something that you want to grab and then it disappears. It's the same as air, nothing more. And also you can tap into the reality when you recognize source energy, this divine light and everything, and you can feel and see this love and this incredible energy coming from food. Okay, so this this session I didn't want to speak that much about food, so go back to light body and light body activations. So this is a kind of pranic initiation, yes, in my terms. So you will experience the completeness and fullness in all aspects of your life. And when you are tapping into this consciousness, when you own your light body and you are existing in this reality through your light body, it means that you are above of let's call matrix, and in the matrix the beings circulating from the external to the internal, and the being has the illusion that it's weak, it's sensitive, sensible, fragile, and need to complete itself always from the external. And it's also all aspect of life, so it's not just food, it's on the level of love, connection with people, work, money, and etc. So it's everything. The person's there, it's circulating from the external to the internal. And then when you're going beyond of the matrix and you're creating your own reality through your light body, what you will experience that you are circulating from inside to outside. You are connecting to your true essence, and you are experiencing your true energies and your true light, and you are connecting to this divine, incredible, strong light and love who you are. And then you just realize that you don't need anything. You don't need anything to energize your being. You don't need anything to fill you up. You're already full, in a full state. And you are on your reality. So you are creating consciously your reality from your inner world. And this is how you fill up everything with your frequencies. And then how you transform, automatically your environment starts to transform also. And for me, this is the pranic state, when you are in this bliss, in this miracle state, because it's like always like being in heaven and in paradise, and it's just so amazing. And here in the states also disappears, and the polarity, the duality. So like, as it doesn't exist anymore, good or bad, it doesn't exist anymore. Darkness, dark energy or light, everything becomes one. And yes, it's just so beautiful and so incredible. Okay, what I wanted to mention more. So in the retreat of July and November, I put a lot of attention, and we did a lot of exercises there. And through exercises, we were grounding this new being and stabilizing the energies of this new being. It's also why we did exercise. It's also experience on a physical form your new energies and your new capacities. And and it was just amazing the results what it took, and also experience how you break your old limitations and your old beliefs. As this field where we are, it seems so dense, but this is just an illusion. It seems dense because you don't like to be here, because it's difficult for you being here. But when you change your frequency, when you change your vibration, you are in light always, then everything goes so smooth, so easy, and you don't feel anymore this resistance, and you don't feel anymore this density in your reality. And and this is what we were learning and practicing. And I'm just checking if I have to say any more about the retreat. Yes, it's coming also to mention at all the retreats I'm host here in Spain, South Spain, in Andalusia. If you have capacity to connect the energies of Andalusia, it's just incredible. If not, just come here and feel the the unique vibe and unique energies what this area has. And this is a special energy light portal of Earth. And yes, the energy is what is entering here in this part of the world is just unique and incredible. So doing this transformation here, it's even easier to experience, and it takes you to another level. So yes, that's why also the retreat that I'm doing, the place is here, and we connect to this special portal and to this special gate. And let's see if coming anything else. I'm just receiving that you have a lot of questions. You can ask me and leave me a comment here, and later I will answer to it. Or you can send me an email and also ask there. Especially the purpose of this transformation of this retreat is free yourself from this state of needness, experience your wholeness, experience the incredible energy and light who you are and what you have, and and be independent, independent and whole in all aspects, and consciously start to expand your light through your being to the external world and interact from this connection to your environment. Uh, but the most important and which will gives you the most capacity is the freeness, and that you are independent, that you are not anymore in the needness state. And yes, it's all aspect of life. Let's say partnership. Let's say evidence in your life. Let's say have to manifest things in your life. Let's say understand the structure of everything. Understand the energy, coloration, interaction, how creates and how maintains the matrix, um, and how works the universe and life itself, what it is. And when you tap into that consciousness, and when you have access to all of it, then you are free. Then you are free. So I have 5 more minutes, so I want to turn to my upgrades what I received in this year. How I mentioned, I worked through lots of exercises, and I did a lot of sport the last years. I was guided for doing it, so I'm not that sport lady who likes sport all my life. I'm not that kind of person. After my transformation, I was guided to start exercising, start running, and start to do intense exercise. And I started to enjoy really experiencing my energy through sport, and especially seeing and experiencing my new abilities in sport. Now I'm saying to you, I'm not a sport lady, so I wasn't a uh, sport lady. And after my transformation experience, that I can, the way how I can run, how I'm feeling myself running, and how I'm feeling my energy and my power, and all this without eating is just at the beginning it was just, oh wow, what happened, it was just incredible. So, and also I started to experience for example breathing, conscious breathing, why I was doing sport, because for example when you are running, ultimately you are doing an intense breathing. And then I experienced and stabilized my energies through this intense activity. So yes, I incorporated these intense exercises to the retreat. And then what happened after when I did hosting my last retreat in November, and what I want to mention, although you are tapping to the your light body, there are different stages in the light body also in this consciousness, and with the time you are changing also, and you are expanding more and more and more. And when I host a retreat, so I'm a same participant as you in every retreat. For you, there's an illusion that no, I'm the person who do the retreat, who guides the retreat, but it's not me who guides the retreat. So I'm just a postman, a post office who gives you the message, who translate you. I'm the translator. I'm receiving every information and everything, what to say, have to do, what to do. So I don't know what will happen there. And also I'm receiving always after all retreats updates, upgrades, new upgrades and new gifts. And so after the last retreat, what I guided in November, I just started to feel that I don't want to do sport anymore, and it was so strange. At the beginning, I was just I have learned it everything. What if a message came to me? I have to do it. I have to do it that way, even though at that moment I don't understand why. So it came to me that I don't want to do sport. So I thought that okay, maybe it will be 1 week or 2 week. I need some rest, or I need to concentrate other things, or I need to meditate more. And then passed 1 month, and I was just wow. Okay, maybe it's because it's winter time, but it's funny here. The winter time is not the same winter as, for example, Canada or Alaska, or I don't know. So here winter time is so mild, but also yes, it's winter. Okay, it's colder than summer. Then I thought that maybe because of this. Okay, then I waited. Then the good weather entered, and then I didn't run. Then I went one day, forcing myself and say, okay, let's see what's happening if I'm going running. And I didn't feel it. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it, and I didn't feel it. And they were just, wow, it's so strange. So it's still, I didn't understand what happened and why I had this. But then came to me the surrender, and okay, I'm just surrender and let it. If I don't want to do sport, I'm not doing it. And in the moment, I started to enjoy not doing sport. It was so strange because I get used to move my body. I get used to that activity, and if I wouldn't charge this energy through my activities, I just felt how the energy stung in my body. But now I I I didn't feel it, so I felt good. And I started enjoying it, and I said, okay, then why I have to go sport and do sport and running if I don't want at this moment? So, and then I started. I have periods of time when I'm guided to do a kind of retreat, which means that I meditate a lot, and I'm going through an inner work. And I had a kind of period of time very close to these states, and then I started to work energetically on my body, and then I understood what happened. I was guided to do, instead of doing physical actions on the physical plane, working with energies and achieving the same results just through meditation, working with energies uh, without doing physical action. And my body started to change, and I started to feel myself after this meditation energy work, that if I would go running. And you know what is so incredible, that I felt the day after muscle aches on my body. So I really felt that I went out to do sport, and I started to see more muscles on me. I won't have that big muscles because first I don't like it, and other, I'm a woman, so I don't need it. And maybe you don't see it, but me, I'm seeing in the mirror how it's changing. So I started to transform my physical aspect consciously through energy work, and it was an incredible experience. And then I understood why I was guided not to do physical actions, and not to work out anymore, and working on my body through energy work. Before, I already started this work. Every time when I create my reality, I work on the energy level instead of doing physical actions. But with the sport, I still maintain these strong physical activities, but I actually don't need it anymore. So it was so incredible experience, and this is what will be new in the retreat, in this retreat what I will host in October, that I will share with all the participants this knowledge, how to how to work on the energetic level with everything, and it is just so incredible. Also, a very amazing group of people joined to this retreat. So I'm just so excited and looking forward so much and the date when we can meet with all of you. Yes, I have to finish now this session. I just want to say thank you so much, everybody who is listening this and who will listen to it. I love you so much, and I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you so much for all this love which is coming from you. I really get it, I really feel it, and I'm so appreciating it. And thank you so much for the attention. I love you so much. Bye bye.